What up, boxing world? Jacobs versus Mora. It was fun while it lasted. Only 2 rounds, but it's more exciting than some of the fights that we've seen in the past. First off, obviously Jacobs in favor to win, even though Mora was the one that's somewhat a good contender for Jacob. I thought that Mora held his guard pretty well. There was the first knockdown by Jacobs to Mora, and Mora retaliated with a knockdown also. So, we got some action there, and it was very interesting, and it was a good fight. I thought it was a good fight. Now, after that, that first knockdown that was delivered by Jacobs, he tried to finish Mora. He tried, but he got careless. And that's where Mora capitalized with a left hook to the chin of Jacobs, and there goes down Jacobs. So they were even Steven on that. Before the bell rung, as a matter of fact, Jacobs got another shot in there. I believe he was kind of pissed off, not getting the stoppage there, and getting a knockdown himself. So that was kind of, I'm sure, upsetting to him. So yeah, he tried to knock out Mora on the second round. He was very aggressive. Jacobs was very aggressive on the second round. I mean, it was all over the place. It was almost like, forget defense. He's just like wobbled, the shots all over. Mora became more defensive on the second round. He was getting hit by a lot of shots by Jacobs, jabs, hard hits. I mean, but he wasn't going down. Like I said, I gotta give it to Mora too, because Mora, he's got a pretty good chin. I mean, he took some big shots there on the second round as well, just like the first round. But he took it real good until his legs gave up. And like I said, but he ran a lot too, though. Mora ran a lot from Jacobs. Obviously, Jacobs a bigger guy, he's a taller dude, and not necessarily the heavier puncher. I believe both guys are even Steven as far as punching power, but Jacobs clearly won the fight via stoppage, technical knockout, because Mora, I thought he twisted his knee or something like that, but I guess he was complaining about his ankle, so he was gonna come out, he was gonna get out of that stadium in a stretcher, so he'll get it fixed. He was not happy about the decision. He said some stuff about you should be going to the judge's scorecard because it was less than 4 rounds or something like that. But anyway, obviously let the people in the ringside handle that. Now, what interesting part about this is also Jacobs was asked whether he would afford more of a rematch. Jacobs said no. You know what I'm saying? Jacobs said no. He's gonna move on to better things. He is now on the A side. He's the champ. And pretty much he's not going to afford more the rematch. Now, that's very, upsetting and unmotivating for Mora to hear that from Jacobs, especially losing to a stoppage or technical knockout, that is, because he rolled or twisted his ankle or knee. In my opinion, I think there should be a rematch. Now, I think Mora is well capable of beating Jacobs. We've seen the power punching of Mora, and it works. He can punch. I don't necessarily like the running around. He ran too much on the second round. He tried to elude the shots. I believe that's what he was trying to do. But I believe Jacobs was pissed off on the first round, not being able to actually stop Mora there on the first round, and he went explosive, in the second round. And he was also pissed off, I guess, because he was missing a lot of shots on the second round too. Mora was eluding that, but Mora wasn't throwing as many punches as I thought he would on the second round. Obviously, because I guess he was somewhat hurt. He was getting shots from Jacobs. Now, I thought that Mora's knockdown to Jacobs versus Jacobs' knockdown to Mora was more effective. I thought that Mora took the knockdown easy. You know what I mean? and I thought that Jacobs was wobbled. So it was a left hook. Remember now, it was a chin left hook from Mora, and it was right hook from Jacobs. I have to give it to Mora. I think Mora has a better chin than Jacobs. I think Jacobs know that Mora is well capable of winning against him. You know, could that be the reason why he doesn't want to give him a rematch? Well, you guys know Jacobs is working with Al Haymon. It's really up to Al Haymon, really. So, do I think that the fight deserves a rematch? Yes, absolutely yes. You know what I mean? Absolutely yes. You know? I would have loved to see more. You know, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. I mean, we got a lot of action on just the first round. Like I said, better than some of the matches that we've seen in the past, especially this year. It's a lot of garbage fight, but this was good. This was a good match, and like I said, we'd like to see a rematch. You know what I mean? Give Mora a chance to prove himself if the decision was wrong. But anyways, there you go, guys. Jacobs won via TKO on the second round. Both fighters were knocked down in this situation. Now Mora not too happy hearing from Jacobs that he's not going to be afforded the second match, and Jacobs obviously happy to win via TKO. And I'm sure Al Haymon will talk to him about a rematch or not. But let me know what you guys think. Does this fight deserve a rematch? Did Jacob seem like somebody that's scared to get in the ring again with Mora? Do you think Mora has a chance to win against Jacobs? I mean, yeah, Jacobs is a big guy. He's a bigger, taller dude, you know what I mean? And he clearly is motivated to knock out Mora in the second round, as he was the more aggressive fighter on the second round. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.